today on Divorce Court.
I want the judge to tell me if I'm being unreasonable when it comes to the things that Howard promised me.
I think any woman would be grateful for everything that I have to offer.
There's 3 things that he needs to do in order for me to marry him. 1, get me the right ring. 2, get me the perfect wedding venue. And 3, move his butt to Atlanta, or it will be no wedding.
I'm marrying her for life. I think she needs to stop being selfish so we can walk down the aisle together.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with DamitaJo Morse and Howard Miller. The two of you are looking to get married, not quite sure if you should, so you came to the show, you filled out my compatibility test. And you gave me your license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. Ms. Morse, I'm going to start with you. You love this man, but you have reservations. Tell me why.
Because he is cheap. We talked about getting married, and he proposed to me, and he showed me a ring, and he had me pull it up over and over and over again. And when he finally gave me the ring, he gave me this ring. And this is not the ring that he promised me.
What, he pulled it up like on the internet?
Yes, he had me pulling it up every day to look at this ring.
This specific ring.
Yes.
But I take it he got you a cheaper one.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Miller, did you pull a bait and switch with the ring?
Somewhat, Your Honor. Somewhat. But
I have a picture of the ring.
Okay.
That he was supposed to get me.
It's a nice ring.
It's nice, but it's not that one.
Is it that important?
Yes.
Why is it that important?
Because that's what he said he was going to do, when he needed to do what he said he was going to do.
Okay. What other signs of his cheapness can you tell me about?
He did the same thing with the wedding venue. He showed me the wedding venue at Laguna Niguel on the beach, gorgeous. We even priced everything, and it was a package where everything, all we had to do was show up. Then he changed his mind and said, we can rent a mansion and then go here and get the flowers, there to get the DJ, there to do the catering. It's too much. Like, who wants to do all of that?
Did you bait and switch on the wedding?
somewhat. Somewhat.
No, let me ask you, Ms. Morris. If the man is cheap, which he may be, may not be, I don't know, he's still going to be cheap once you marry him.
Yeah.
Are you concerned about that?
Yeah. That's the most thing that I'm concerned about.
Well, just because a man doesn't want to spend a lot of money on a wedding doesn't mean that he's cheap. Women love to spend a lot of money on a wedding, and men not so much. So does his cheapness go beyond?
Yeah, he has change. He has a bucket full of change. And he also has change in all his cup holders in his car. And I say, well, Howard, can I have some of the change? And he's like, no, I need my change. Like, what do you need it for? Are you saving for something? Are you going to put it in a bank? He's like, no, it's my change and you can't have it.
Mr. Miller, you have something you'd like to say?
I have a lot to say, Your Honor.
Go ahead,
What I have to say is about the ring. The reason why I didn't get the original ring is because when I went there in person to check it out, it was a whole nother story. The ring that you seen on the computer, on screen, it has the ring, but when you go in person, you have to add a stone to it. And so the stone, I didn't know that by looking on the computer.
Right,
I knew that when I went in person. So the stone was anywhere from $2,000 to $18,000 according to the ring. So I said, well,
I can't go out like that. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If I had the money, I could have.
Right.
So I kept on shopping around. Looking for a ring is like looking for a house.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a reasonable and rational thing to do.
Yeah.
And wedding things, I get that. How about the change in the car?
Well,
are you hoarding change in the car? Won't put it in the bank? Won't let her have any?
Well, I do keep it in my cup holders. I do keep it in the cup holders because I just get change and just drop it in there. So that's what that's about.
Do you eventually put it in the bank?
In time.
You know, they have those little coin machines?
Yes, in time I do, but I might
Will you not let her have a couple of pennies before you do it?
Well,
No.
I give her some change, but I don't give her my quarters. The reason why I don't give her my quarters is because for parking meters, I might have to be out somewhere and I have to park, and I use the quarters for the parking meters, but I give her some of the other change.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
So she can have some dimes and some nickels.
That's right.
But she can't have a quarter.
Can't have no quarters. Can't have no quarters.
Mr. Miller, what is your primary concern about Ms. Morse?
Well, she needs to start lightening up as far as her accusing me of being cheap, because I know it's plenty young ladies that would like to get that ring right there. That's a nice ring. So that's what I have to say.
So yeah, she just needs to not get it twisted.
That's right.
And be
That's
happy
right.
about what
Be
she
happy,
has.
Be happy. That's right, because I could have gotten some cheaper ones. It's a lot of cheaper ones around. So looking for a ring is like looking for a house or a car, whatever the case may be.
I understand that the two of you have a running, I don't know, contest about your credit score.
Yes.
Can you explain that to me?
My credit is not that great. And I introduced him to the issues of credit. So he has excellent credit. I asked him, he bought a car last year, and I asked him to buy me one or co-sign, and he said, no, because I'm not messing up his credit.
That's right, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, he don't want me to drag him down. But I'm like, if we're gonna be married, these are things that we do, that you have to buy stuff together.
Hey, my man, I'm right with you. I let nobody mess with my credit.
That's right. That's right.
You're not doing it.
That's right.
You're not doing it.
That's right.
Everything's cheaper when you got good credit.
Yeah.
They give you a better credit
That's
rate.
right.
You can get stuff. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Don't
That's
mess.
right.
Now, see there?
Yeah.
You people
That's right.
talk about us cheap people. You do. Like there's something wrong with us. But the minute you want something, you look in our direction and say, baby, can I have?
That's right.
I don't
That's
have
right.
the credit.
That's
We got
right.
the credit. We
That's
got the
right.
credit for a reason, because we're cheap.
That's right.
And I'm not ashamed, and
that's
I'm
right.
not embarrassed, and you
No,
shouldn't
not
be
at
either.
all. Not at all. I'm not ashamed
That's
of
not fair.
I'm not ashamed of it at all.
That's not fair.
At
What
all.
do you?
That's not fair.
Hey, the credit people, they don't care. You know what I mean? There ain't no fair in it. Either you paid your bills or you didn't pay your bills. It's not fair or unfair. The rules were same for everyone. I just did better at it than you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm gonna change the subject. I want you to tell me why you believe Ms. Morse is ungrateful. I want you to explain how long you felt that way and why you feel that way.
He's like the bridezilla out of the two. It's like, I've been thinking, I know what to do. Like, we can invite everybody. Your exes, my exes, it doesn't matter. Anybody could come to the wedding. And you shouldn't have a problem with it because I'm the prize. Like, you got the prize, so anybody can come.
Do you have a reason for wanting the exes there? So, Mr. Miller, you say that she is ungrateful. Explain that to me.
I picked her up one time. Her car was in the shop. I left work and I came straight from my job and picked her up. And on the way to the house, by the time we got to the house and everything, she didn't never say thank you. So I was saying, you know, what's up with that? At least you could say thank you. And
Now, anybody could miss a thank you here and there. Is this a constant theme with her, that she asks you to do things and never expresses any gratitude, or was it just that one time?
it's sometimes, she's sometimey. It's not all the time. She doesn't do it all the time. She doesn't do it some of the time.
She's sometimey with it.
Sometime.
With it. You say he's inconsiderate.
I'm not sometimey, but yeah, he's...
Well, let you address that first. He says you're ungrateful. Why is he wrong?
I'm ungrateful when he has his little attitudes. Like, he calls himself, if he's mad, like, he'll say whatever he got to say, and then he'll shut down. And I don't respond to that. So that's why I'm ungrateful. When he came to pick me up, he had an attitude about something else.
Oh, so y'all were so it was an issue involved. It wasn't just that you didn't say thank you.
Exactly.
He came over there all grumpy and whatnot.
Yes.
And you didn't want to have any part of it.
Yes.
I got you.
So I didn't
Is
say
that what
anything.
happened?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
it was.
You say, however, that he's inconsiderate. Why do you believe he's inconsiderate?
He's inconsiderate when it comes to the wedding. He's like the bridezilla out of the two. It's like, I've been thinking, I know what to do. Like, we can invite everybody. Your exes, my exes, it doesn't matter. Anybody could come to the wedding. And I'm like, no, anybody cannot come to the wedding. And he like, I don't care. Anybody could come to the wedding, and you shouldn't have a problem with it because I'm the prize. Like, you got the prize, so anybody can come.
So you're specifically objecting to his exes, though?
Yes.
Correct. You don't want his exes there.
His or mine.
His or yours?
Yeah.
Well,
do you have a reason for wanting the exes there?
not really. I'm just secure with myself. So, you know, that's just it. I said, well, you can, if you want to, you can. I don't have no problem with it. So that's it. But as far as the venue is concerned, I'm the one who picked it out. She was looking around and everything like that. And I said, well, try this, pull this up.
Right.
So she pulled it up and she fell in love with it. It's all my idea. The ring is my idea, the venue is my idea. But I said, well, then I came up with a flip side of it and said, well, let's try the mansion. Let's get a mansion. And then I get involved in things. I said, well, I can get the flowers, the DJ, the camera, all that on top of stuff.
Into it.
That's right. I get involved. So that would save us like $10,000. And that can be applied to buying a house. I'm trying to get as much as I can for my money. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I told her. It makes more sense to me.
You were gonna have a wedding that cost more than 10 grand?
Yes.
And you signed on for that?
Yes.
Well, I like it too, myself, Your Honor. I like it myself, Your
I'm gonna
Honor.
take back your cheat card.
And then the same thing with a house. Like, we was looking for houses. He's gonna move to Atlanta, and we was looking for houses and fell in love with this house, this one particular house. But they sold it, and now it's like, okay, we gonna build a house. I'm gonna go buy the stuff, and we gonna build the house. And I'm like, why would we do that when we could just find a house that we like and buy it? But he wants to do it his way because he know what to do.
Y'all know what to do.
Yeah. And that, I think, is one of the problems, is that you say there are no compromises in your relationship.
Yes.
So I want you to tell me about his arguing style and why you two can't come to compromise.
He said in his ways where he has to eat the same breakfast every day. I got a picture of it, of every day.
You have a picture? I didn't know you had
You
a
took a picture of your man's
I didn't know
breakfast?
Yes.
Well, that's a
Yeah, I
nice,
did.
balanced meal. Mr. Miller, are you a little rigid? Can Howard and DamitaJo make the compromises that marriage requires? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court. So you say he doesn't compromise. Explain that to me.
When I say he doesn't compromise, I mean that he's set in his ways. Like, he does certain things all the time, and he's not bendable.
Yeah, he's rigid.
Yes.
Is what you're telling me.
Yes. Like, he watches...
Give me some examples.
He watches CNN every day, all day.
All
And if
day?
I go to turn a channel, he get an attitude. And if I'm doing something, washing dishes, cleaning up, and I'm making noise, he'll turn the TV up real loud. And I'm like, Howard, why is you turning the TV? He's like, because I can't hear the news. And I'm like, you already just heard what they said 30 minutes ago. They said the same thing.
Yeah, they do loop it. They do loop it.
All right.
Yes.
Mr. Miller, give me some other examples of rigidity.
He said in his ways where he has to eat the same breakfast every day. I fix the same breakfast and lunch. I got a picture of it, of every day.
You have a picture? I didn't know you had
You
a
took a
picture
picture of your
He
man's
eats,
I didn't know that.
yes, because he eats a banana, 4 ounces of orange juice, 8-ounce bottle of water, Cheerios, and 2 peanut butter toasts and a yogurt.
I didn't know you took a picture of
Well, that's a
Yeah, I
nice,
did.
balanced meal. And the placement is good. Mr. Miller, are you a little rigid? Do you lack spontaneity or ability to move and shake a little bit? Does everything have to be just the same?
No, it doesn't. Most of the time it does, but not all the time. So I'm flexible. I change up at times, but I do usually go with the original, whatever it is.
The original one.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Now, this is the time before your vows where I get a profession of love, because all I get is complaints, and then I have to balance it out with something to see what reason why I should say you should get married. So, Ms. Morse, I'm going to start with you. Give me 60 seconds why Mr. Miller is the man for you. Remember, this is a profession of love.
Okay.
Go.
Because I love him, and he's a sweet person. We have so much in common. And even the courtship was so unique. Like, we talked on the phone for 2 years before we even went out on a date, or before he even let me know that he was interested in me like that. And we have so much in common. It's like we gel everything.
Mr. Miller, well, first of all, that was pretty good.
It's
There
true.
was no complaints.
No.
You all positive. Most people can't get through it with nothing but positive. So that's pretty good, Mr. Miller.
I want to be with her because I love her, and she's compatible with me. She's intelligent. She's my soulmate, and we have difference of opinion, but I think we can work through it. You know, because nobody's perfect.
Yeah, well, you did okay. You fell off at the end there a little bit. You got a little, you know, a little. I looked at your compatibility test. You did not take it seriously.
All right.
At all.
All right.
I asked, what will you give your intendant? And you said, the pleasure of marrying me.
Yeah.
I heard that.
You said he's cheap, old-fashioned, stuck in his ways, and he thinks I don't need any other male friends but him.
Yep.
Do you think that?
Yes.
Do you have female friends?
No.
So you think everybody should just stick with their own? In other
To a
words,
certain extent.
she should have female friends, you should have male friends, and you don't need to intersect. You don't need to cross the gender line with your friends.
To a certain extent. Now, if you're in the workforce or something like that, or school, you know, you
That's
can...
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no, I
different. But as
understand.
far as conversation on the phone and all that other type of stuff, no, I'm not with that.
Yeah. And your complaint about her is she's noisy in the morning and she babies her daughter.
That's right.
When I asked you to list 5 things wrong with you, you came back with, I tell the truth. Okay. Do you think DamitaJo will be happy in her marriage to Howard? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back. You guys are quirky, but you're mature. You know, you're set in your ways, but you have some vision.
All right.
And I like people who enter into marriage maturely, not, you know, just all flashy and flowery. You got a little bit of age on you. You know what's important and what's not important. But after the wedding, he's still going to be the way he is with his money. After the wedding, he's still not going to give you any of his change. So you got to make sure that you're not so focused on the wedding that you aren't at peace with the guy that you picked. Because I want you to be at peace with the guy that you picked. I like him. Not just because he's cheap like me, but he seems like a nice dude. And I want you to be at peace with the person that you picked. She's not going to be Warren Buffett. Her relationship with money is what it is. You have to handle what you have to handle, but she isn't going to change. So as long as you stay at peace with the person that you are, get past that wedding and love one another, I see no reason whatsoever for the two of you not to marry.
Right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
This matter is adjourned.
The best advice I got from the judge today was to love Howard just the way he is. And once we get married, he's not going to change, so just try to adjust to the way he is.
The best advice I got today was to love her and her faults and her positives and her negatives and everything else that goes along with it.